I'm only getting audio. This is Aarti Jain, right? From Chhatarpur.
No, I'm Aarti Bhutani. I'm actually Reema's sister
Oh, hi, hi.
from yeah, from Dallas, Texas.
Always Aarti here, who is always very regular. I can't see you. If you put on your camera, at least I'll get an idea who you are.
Yeah. It's actually night here.
Yeah, yeah. Hi,
Yeah.
Aarti.
So my sister has been talking so highly of you, so she made me join it. But I didn't want to wait for the next cycle to start uh, because I'm traveling next month. So I started. So I'm on day 5. It's hard. It's really
Very hard.
hard.
Very hard. But it's the best thing to do, right? Because what
It
the
is. I lost 2.5 kgs in 5 days. I think my stomach is a lot shrunk. What I was getting was a lot of bloating by the end of the day. I'm not overweight. I'm actually just the right weight, but I was not feeling very healthy.
yeah.
So I'm
So
just hoping and praying I don't gain back once this
it
ends.
depends on your lifestyle. That's okay. We're all liable to gain a little bit of kilos here and there, which is a minor thing. There's no challenge. But the fact is that you need to remain healthy and clean from the inside, and that's all there is to it, right? So once you're clean from the inside, there's no ailment that can survive inside the human body. And
Okay.
everything else that we've created over the last 100 years in terms of complicated names of ailments, it's all nonsense. It's all about cleansing. That's all there is to it, right? So irrespective of whether you're a blood pressure patient or you've got insomnia, arthritis, all kinds of challenges, blood pressure, diabetics, thyroid issues, everything emanates from the gut.
And
And
hormonal changes?
that's a natural thing, but then you can ease out the process. So if you go back 3 generations, hormonal changes were always there, right? But the quality of life that your ancestors lived was obviously much better. And the reason you go through all kinds of issues is the lifestyle that you lead, which is the foods that you eat are all preservatives. The air you breathe is polluted. I don't know if yours is polluted, it's India is polluted.
No.
The water you drink is fake. So it's happening, your body itself gets choked. And the outcome of the choking is all kinds of ailments that you face, right?
Okay. So
So
if I am not overweight, I'm just right. If I lose more, I will probably get underweight. Should I still do the second
what's your
week
weight?
of my weight is 129 pounds. L Sorry, it's in pounds here. I think around 57 kilos, and I'm 5'8" in height.
You're fine. You're fine. You're pretty tall, 5'8". So that's okay. Losing 2, 3 kilos, like coming till about 53, 54. And then it's good to be lighter. I mean, there's no harm in being light.
Okay,
And then gradually the body normalizes to the ideal weight. But the idea is
okay.
just to cleanse yourself from the inside. And once you cleanse yourself from the inside, there's nothing, you feel much more energetic and cleaner. So if you bloated and all, you've done your test, you have Vata.
No, I'm a pitta
हाँ पित्त में तो मुश्किल है fasting. What you're doing was very difficult for you. So do it for at least a week once you've done. But is there any reason why you're doing this?
because of the bloating that I was getting. Like if my weight is say X in the morning, by night it is like 2, 3 kilos more, and my stomach was swollen. Like was
Bloating will not get you extra weight. It's only air. So your weight won't change by 2, 3 kilos by bloating.
okay, but I did lose weight.
It's impossible. Even if you hog away everything, all the food in the world, you can't get that kind of weight changes in a day unless you drink that amount of water. You feel that you're heavy. You're not heavy. That's all bloating. For that, you need to figure out ways to pacify pitta, which is one, stop eating all sour and spicy foods, cut down on fried stuff. You should be having a lot of savory stuff and sweet stuff, which you like, right? Khatta you can't
No,
handle it.
I don't like too much meetha.
You don't, so avoid
I
it. So
can't even handle the juices. They are so sweet. So I'm putting jalapenos in it.
You're putting jalapenos. So if you're having khatta, then you can't be a pit. There's something wrong. Pit,
Pitta came out 56%.
no, do that again. Because if you're a pitta, then you shouldn't be liking sour stuff. Jalapenos are khatta. Jalapenos tend to aggravate.
Okay. So I should have sweet stuff, more sweet stuff.
No, you have to go with the taste buds. So there's something wrong in the test. Do the test again in two different sides. Do it on my side, do it somewhere else as well. And then you'll have a fair idea. But if you're a pith, you should be liking sweet. So you're not a pith. If you're getting so much bloating, then you should be liking sweets. Because pith and vat both like meetha. And if you're getting bloating and despite not being a pith and vat, then there is obviously something in the gut which needs to be cleaned. So let that happen over the next 1 week at least. Complete a week. You've done 5 days, do another 4 days, do
Yeah.
9 days. And after you've done your 9 days, then get back to at least OMADs and get into a lot of raw stuff. Because if you're a pit, you can't stay khali pet for too long. You get bloating when you're empty stomach.
Yes. And for
Right?
some reason, I don't know why at night I'm so bloated. I work out every day.
Yeah. So workout is also got some kind of a art to it. If you're a pit, you should do more of weight training and less of cardio because cardio aggravates more pit.
Yeah, I do Pilates.
Pilates तो ठीक है balancing के लिए, but you should do more of a little bit of weight training and all to pacify pit. I don't know if you're a pit because what you're saying is contrary to a pit.
Maybe the juices in my last 5 days have made me crave for salt. I don't know.
But if you want salt, that's what I'm saying. So if you're a pit, then you want savory stuff. That's what I said when I opened up, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether you're a pit. If you're a pit, jalapeno is khatta. Do you like sour stuff?
No, no. Jalapeno is spicy here, pretty spicy here, like green
If
chilies.
you are a pit, then you shouldn't be doing khatta stuff. You should be, if
Okay.
you're a pit, you should have all savory and sweet. If you don't like
Okay, I'll
sweet,
do
it
that.
should be a pit and maybe a cough. I don't know. If you don't like sweet, do your test again, and then उसमें लिखा है on the test it's written the kind of foods to eat, not to eat, and you'll get a fair idea.
Okay.
But it's okay.
Okay.
So, is there any other issue that you have besides bloating?
No,
So
no.
one thing which is very good for a pit is bananas. Carry lots of bananas. Carry dense fruits. So when you're hungry
Okay.
and if you're going
Mm-hmm.
khali pet for a long time, just have a banana. It'll calm you down. So pit basically pit is a digestive fire, and if you have high pit, you have a lot of digestive fire, and if you don't calm the fire, it converts to bloating. You know, when something is lit up, it'll keep bloating, 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 bloating. And what you do is to pacify it, you put water, you put food, so it burns it, it absorbs it, right? So you need fruits, a lot of fruits whenever you're hungry, and that will keep you going. So carry with you dry fruits, carry nuts, carry fruits, carry stuff that you like, not pizzas and pastas and wheat and all. Avoid grains. Grains to जितना कम खाओ उतना अच्छा. You hit 40, how old are you?
44.
So you can have avoid if you cross 40, then have a limited intake of grains. Have grains once a day, but not regularly. So that's good enough. So keep eating in smaller quantities, and you'll be good.
Okay. More regular, more smaller.
Yeah, pit means you can have 6 times, but small pieces. Because your fire is
Okay.
continuous. And once you increase the frequency and reduce the quantity, it's constantly, it's that fire which comes up, you put a little food, then again it comes down. Then again it comes up after 2 hours, you put something little, come down. That is the thing of a pit, constantly eat. No khatta,
Okay.
cut down on spicy, cut down on fried stuff, have more savory stuff, and if you like sweet.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. And also, now during this process of cleaning, there is constipation. How do I tackle that?
Yeah, so what you do is get yourself an enema kit, order it online. Just Google any video for enema. That's
Mm-hmm.
very important to enemas. And if you're a high pitch, you can also do enemas. I think that's good. You're 44, you're slightly underweight. Just do an enema. That's good. It's a 15-minute process, and it's very good since you've never done it before. It'll help you clean your entire system.
Okay. So
Just
after
like
9 days, I go to OMAD.
OMADs is, but that depends. So we'll chat next week of how you feel your energy levels and bloating. But right now, for the constipation, get an enema kit, right? It's like a thing you get on Amazon. You put water and you pump your water inside, and it just comes out. So that
Okay.
is something that you need to do. OMADs ka, no, I don't put I don't want to put you on OMADs since you're a high pitch. Continue with the regular food intake. You're underweight. You don't have any ailments. Enjoy what you like. Live your life normally. There is no need to go into OMADs. Even two meals are enough, or maybe one cooked meal, and then the rest of the day you can have nuts and you can have fruits and you can have juices and salads and whatever you like, but small portions.
Okay.
Yeah, but avoid small
Okay.
portions. Do not include a burger. A burger is not a small portion, right? Because it's all
No, I
preserved.
hear you.
It's all healthy
And
stuff.
what about dairy? Does dairy
Dairy, if
cause?
you like it, yeah, go for it. If it's real dairy, if it's real dairy, what you get across the world, 90% is all fake.
So is oatmeal considered a grain for you?
Oatmeal, yeah, पर grain में ही आता है. I mean, it's a very subjective. What does the world care? But it's a grain at the end of the day. You like oatmeal, so
I eat that for breakfast.
one second. Oatmeal is just Google that. Where does it fall? Is oatmeal a grain? In my way, it is always a grain. Oatmeal is foods made from wheat, rice, oats, corn meal. Corn is not bad. Barley and other cereal contains grain. This is grains only. If but it's again, if you're not overweight, then you like the oats and all, then have your oats.
Otherwise, you suggest do more fruits, more nuts, and and two small regular meals.
One or two, depending on capacity, right? It's going to be different. If you had a good workout, you might need to have the second meal or the third meal. And days when you haven't had a workout. So yesterday I didn't work out, so I've been chilling. I'm not having breakfast. I'm going to chill out all day. I have to go and travel. But if the day I do a heavy workout, I have two meals. Sometimes there are times when you have three. There are days when you have none. It's a very subjective thing, Aarti.
And are you a fan of non-vegetarian food or no, as per your
Non-veg,
cleansing?
as per Ayurveda, also as per everything, non-vegetarian has been discarded as harmful, but it's subjective. And if you enjoy it, then I'm not the right person to tell you not to eat it. Once in a while, you like your chicken, being a Punjabi and all, then go for it. I mean,
Okay. Because here in America, there is a lot of hormones in the meats.
there's a lot
Like,
of
like I don't think they practice it properly. They feed the 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 cattle and the basically the meat, wrong kind of food. So the meat that is coming out or the chicken that is coming out is full of hormones.
yeah. That's why it's bad. That's what I'm saying. So the one Ayurveda to anyway discourage karta hai, but the kind of food that you get today is all harmful. So it's best avoided. Is all I can say. And obviously, then if you're partying once in a while and you've had it, it's not the end of the world. Maybe the
Okay.
body can process it, but an
Okay.
excessive it is.
Okay. No, it was great. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
There, hi. You've been waiting.
Hi Pankaj, nahi, not at all. I don't know, there's something wrong with my camera. I've been trying to, I don't know, I can see you, I can not see myself.
Tell me.
So I'm sorry. The thing is, I've been waiting to speak to you since a very long time over chat also. I was
Okay.
introduced by a very good friend of mine, my husband's basically, he's Manoj Verma. So he's been teasing me since a very long time that I've gained a lot of weight and I don't
Hello,
eat.
Manoj.
Manoj
Manoj
Verma.
Verma. Who's Manoj? So the name seems familiar. I know many.
Manoj Verma, who is he? He's an ex-army personnel and he
ATS.
had his own
Yeah,
security.
ATS Hamlet.
Okay, must be.
So Manoj is ATS Hamlet, right? I've
So
known him.
Manoj, so Manoj is my husband's, Nakul's course mate.
Nakul is your husband.
Nakul is my husband and Manoj Verma is Nakul's course mate. And I've known Manoj Verma since the time I met Nakul, so it's been more than 25 years.
Ji, tell me, Jaya, how are you?
Okay, I'm good. So now basically I'm 48. I've started my menopause. I have hypothyroidism and I have some pituitary gland problem also since last now I think 21 years. And my eating schedule is really bad because dinner parties and all those things. So I want to now come back to track. I'm 68 kgs at the moment. I come to 62 and then again gain weight. Saturdays, Sundays are usually out, so I'm not, eating proper food. Although Monday to Friday, I make it a point that, I'm eating healthy. But Manoj tells me that you are really good at giving detoxification, cleansing diets, and I should go in for that. And he's been pestering me, teasing me, and so this is how I join. And I'm a very sincere person. So if you tell me to do something, I'll do.
Very nice. And you're very articulate as well. So I'll
Thank
tell
you.
you two things. One, what's your body type? Have you done a test?
Pith, yes. So pith was 51%. Rest was vata and kapha, and I'm very new to this terminology.
So I'll tell you, I got it. And you did this on my site or somewhere else?
No, your site only.
Okay, so I'll tell you now. Broadly, it's going to be you tend to gain weight and lose weight very easily.
No, now it's not very easy. It was earlier, but now I think maybe wrong eating habits and too many parties.
Yeah, yeah. And what's your height? You said
5'2".
so you're about what? 15 kilos overweight.
Please don't say that.
68, right? हाँ तो 52 में तो you should be around early 50. What's your ideal weight according to you for a BMI of 20?
52 to 55. I cannot get back to 52. I don't know why. I did keto 2 years back.
Those are
I know
nonsense.
it's bad. It's bad. So I had lost a lot of weight. I was
Got
59.
it. Got it. So I'll tell you, Jaya. This hi. Let's all say hi, so I don't have to repeat. Rajeshwar bhai, how are you? Rajeshwar ji is the owner of Satellite Vision, one of the five pioneers
बढ़िया बढ़िया
in broadcasting in India.
Oh, wow.
Good friend, he's on the call, and we go back 24 years. Zima
पंकज
is Bharti is a कैसे हो Rajeshwar bhai? How are you?
I am fine. Treatment is still going on, but it is little bit complicated now.
I know चैलेंज रहता है आपका. I know. आप हम तो अलग से बात करेंगे separately in more detail.
हाँ
Uh,
हाँ
आपका अभी आपको you have to come to Noida and you have to buy this stuff together. We'll talk about it. कोई
yes,
stress नहीं है. Unfortunately, chemotherapy. Rajeshwar is fighting, is battling cancer right now, and I'm sure he'll come out of it. But
For your information, Pankaj, chemotherapy is failed on me
अच्छा.
as my body is detected chemo resistant.
Oh, okay.
So now they are trying immunotherapy.
हाँ मैं आप उसकी बात हुई आपसे ये मनीष जो मैंने बोला था हिम्स चंडीगढ़.
चंडीगढ़ में एम्स कहाँ है? चंडीगढ़ में तो पीजीआई है.
नहीं नहीं हिम्स कहाँ है ये इसका जो जो मनीष नहीं है जो
हाँ 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 वो ठीक है. समझ गया. वो मेरे भाई का दोस्त है, उसका मालिक जो है.
ऐसा हमने ये बात की थी आज. जस्ट 1 सेकंड जो है आई एम विद यू. हमने
हम्म,
आपका जब डायरेक्ट डिटेक्ट हुआ था राजेश्वर जी मैंने बोला था कीमो अब आपका चॉइस है बट हिम्स में जरूर बात करो बिकॉज उनके बहुत ज्यादा पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट्स हैं.
हाँ मैंने करनी है बात अभी क्योंकि कीमो फेल हो चुकी है. देन ना मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि चंडीगढ़ एक बार मिल ही आऊँ जाके उसको. मनीष है ना, आचार्य मनीष.
मनीष से मिलो और हिम्स में जाके थोड़ा टाइम बिताओ.
ओके.
और देखो अगर हर चीज का एक नेगेटिव का एक पॉजिटिव तो होता है. अगर कैंसर रेजिस्टेंट है तो कुछ पॉजिटिव भी होगा उसका. हेल्थ
डेफिनेटली
तो
डेफिनेटली.
पॉजिटिव होगा ना तो यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट इट. बट इफ यू स्पेंड सम टाइम विद मनीष जितना मैंने सुना है उसकी वीडियोस वगैरह पे मेरे हिसाब से 15 दिन वहां बिताना बनता है.
बता लेंगे यार, क्या दिक्कत है, यहाँ तो खाली बैठे हैं.
हाँ तो मैं आपके साथ चल लूंगा जब जा रहे हो ड्राइव पे चंडीगढ़ या आप अकेले जाओ भाभी को लेके. एंड वो हो जाएगा
ठीक है
उसमें.
ठीक है ना, दोनों इकट्ठे ही चलते हैं. क्या दिक्कत है?
हाँ आई टेक यू सर एनी टाइम आई टेक यू. डोंट वरी. डोंट वरी दिस इज माइनर थिंग हो जाएगा 100%. सो बाकी
हम्म,
लोग अभी रीमा जस्ट ड्रॉप. सो व्हाट आर यू सेइंग जया. आई एम कमिंग बैक to what we were talking. One thing that we all need to understand is all these diets that we keep talking about, keto and all modern terminologies, these are all designed to complicate life,
True.
right? Because once there is a regiment, and there is a consultant, and there is a doctor, there is a consulting fee, and there is medication and prescription. It is just a vicious circle, right? In your case,
Mhm.
if you need to lose weight,
Yes.
which means the input has to reduce and the output has to increase.
Right.
How do you lose weight? Simply by throwing it out, right? So every
Mm.
time you go to the washroom, you excrete waste. So once you start excreting more and inputting less, you're sorted. Now, in the case of a high pit,
Mm.
challenge is obviously you're saying you're very dedicated, but it's going to be difficult. You need to get into a 21-day fast, man.
Okay.
Right? So I suggest you hold on for a week, 10 days. Right now, start skipping meals. Do you have a juicer at home?
Yeah.
So use a cold press juicer. Start by skipping a meal or two. Don't have lunch today. You do 3 meals a day?
Mostly 2 days. I mean, 2 meals a day.
So start skipping one meal. So today you want to have a heavy breakfast. You're done with breakfast. So skip lunch, have a glass of juice, have some fruit. Evening, you're really craving for food, have it. Tomorrow, skip it. So start skip a meal, right? And replace that with juice.
Mm-hmm.
Do that for a week. Once you
Okay.
start skipping a meal, right? So instead of having 3 meals, you have 2 meals. And the days when you're having 2 meals, instead of 2 meals, have one meal. And the day you're meant to have only one meal, skip it completely, just have juice.
Okay.
So that's a very gradual process.
Right.
Skip a Sam, right?
Hmm.
Once you start skipping the meal, that will get you ready for the next for the 21-day thing. I'm gonna put the challenge together for lots more people. This entire
Okay.
thing is all it's a mind game. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Do it alone, it gets very difficult. But when you have 50 other people who do it with you and share pictures, the journey becomes easier.
Right.
So I suggest you hold on for a week or 10 days till we start the challenge, till then start skipping meals. Follow
Okay.
your diet protocol, which basically means if you have to Google it also, Kaph, Pitta and Vata. As a Pit, you shouldn't be liking sour stuff, right?
No, I don't like too much of sour. I'm more into savory.
करेक्ट सो खट्टा बिल्कुल नहीं खाना नींबू पानी लोग पिला देते हैं डाइट वाले सबको वो भी
Hmm.
जहर है आपके लिए यू शुड नेवर हैव नींबू पानी unless you're really craving for a drop or two have savory stuff have meat if you feel like don't do garam stuff like good do not do heavy grains like bajra and all in summers anyway having that will further aggravate the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Follow your diet protocol, skip a meal a day over the next 1 or 2 weeks. That should get you down by at least 3 kilos over the next 2 to 3 weeks.
So my problem is that when I skip a meal, I mean, I don't mind skipping breakfast.
Bloated.
Usually, I'm not into breakfast.
You bloat up.
I bloat. And the
But
only
yeah,
thing.
so I'm coming to that. I know that. It's
Okay, sorry.
very normal pith phenomena.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ayurveda is so beautiful that every problem that you've gone through,
Mm-hmm.
there are millions of people who've gone through before that, and this has all been documented thousands of years ago.
Okay.
Right. So when you meet a good naturopath, or if you meet a Ayurved, a Ved who's 80 years old and he's been practicing 50 years,
Mm-hmm.
he would just feel your pulse and he'll tell
And
you everything about you.
yes.
वो ये भी बता देगा बीमारी क्या है, वो ये भी बता देगा आप सोचते क्या हो, नहीं सोचते, सब बता देगा वो.
Mm.
Right. So that's the beauty of Ayurveda. So what I'm trying to arrive at is skip a meal, but replace it with a juice,
Okay.
sweet, right? And or replace it with a fruit. Replace it with a bale sharbat. Bale is thanda, it's cooling nowadays, right? Do you
Right.
like chane ka juice?
No, I'm allergic to sugarcane.
No, you're not allergic. It's just in the mind. Eventually, once you do the 15-day detox, your allergies will also vanish. Yeah?
Acha, because I start to vomit and have diarrhea once I have sugarcane.
That is good. Is diarrhea good news or bad news?
Vomit,
Vomit is bad news.
stomachache.
Bad news. For
हाँ, so
that
this sugarcane, हाँ.
वो सब चला जाएगा धीरे धीरे. This is nothing, you really can't document what the problem is, but if the body is not responding to anything natural, it is some kind of blockage somewhere in the system, which once it opens up, the body accepts it.
Right.
I had someone in the US who was allergic to sun,
Hmm.
and he could just not step in the sun, and he had not seen the sun for the longest time, which obviously he'd seen the sun through a window, but he
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't step in the sun, right? And after about
हाँ
3 4 months,
Hmm.
he pretty much.
तो
राजेश
नौकर
भाई,
बना
आपको
लेंगे
म्यूट
ना.
करना पड़ेगा. राजेश्वर जी, आप म्यूट कर लीजिए.
Okay.
So after about 3 4 months is when now He's out and bright in the sun, and there is no specific treatment to remove the sun allergy. But once you clean the system, it just opens up and starts accepting nature. So, sun is natural or unnatural?
Sun for me is unnatural, although it is natural because I get migraine if I go to the scorching heat.
That is again a pit thing, but gradually, abhi to bahut, you're in Delhi, which part of the world are you in?
No, we are in Jalandhar at the moment. Nakul is posted here in Jalandhar.
North India, na?
Hmm.
तो ठीक है, तो गर्मी तो बहुत है ना भी आजकल वैसे भी. So gradual early morning sun, evening sun is something that your body will open up to. Sugar cane is natural. It's the most natural thing, na, sugar cane.
Right.
Unnatural processed food is not a parle biscuit or something.
Mm-hmm.
But anything that is natural, your body should happily accept it.
Okay.
The fact that the body is not accepting it is just a message that the problem is not the sugar cane. The problem is something in the gut which the body needs to clean up.
Okay.
And once that is clean, your sugar cane tolerance will also come. It will go. You'll start. I had a white patch here. I don't know,
Okay.
sometime in 2019 or 20, this entire thing had turned white.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see any doctor. I mean, I just
Did your cleansing?
normally, yeah, I did my juicing, I ate my fruits, I did my food, I did my exercise. I made sure every morning I got a clean gut. And I went to the washroom as I had to. And then I think in a month or so it was gone, yeah.
So now for thyroid, I've been told not to eat, whole grains. I mean, when I look into Ayurveda and when I look into what my doctor says for thyroid, I don't know what to do, how to manage.
Ignore it. I'll tell you how to manage it. To manage thyroid, ignore it.
Okay.
Okay. Just focus on a few things that as per Ayurveda, what is your pith intake, follow that. What to eat, what not to eat.
Okay.
You are overweight at 68 kilos. So imagine a bus which has 52 seats, right? But you've loaded 68 passengers. So it'll have all kinds of problems. It'll wobble to the right, it'll wobble to the left, it'll have flat tires, the engine will heat up, the air conditioning will not be effective. Tons of issues. Now, if the air conditioning is not effective because of the excessive load, would you increase the air conditioning capacity or you'll drop those extra 16
Push
passengers?
the passengers out.
There you go. And the air conditioning will start working.
Yes. I'm going to push my husband also out of this room because he's laughing away to glory. I'm not going to keep him here once,
Yeah.
Okay,
So what allopathy does, Jaya, what allopathy does, it sells you another air conditioning for 16 more passengers.
Okay.
That adds more load. Temporarily, the air conditioning starts working, but causes more damage to the bus. It adds more tires, it starts pumping air. Where naturopathy does, it knocks off the 16 passengers. So once your 16 kilos are gone, Jaya, तुम्हारे जितना भी thyroid hai, whatever it is, you don't need to list it out. It'll all vanish on its own.
Okay. So should I stop having carbs and stuff like that and go only for fruits and vegetables more?
If you go for fruits and vegetables, your weight loss will be much faster. Yeah? The system between 16 kilos, all out of 16 kilos, you got at least 8-9 kilos of muck in the body. Right? So that needs to come out. And once that needs to come out, it'll start optimizing. So start with SAM, skip a meal starting today. Do that for 2 weeks. Once we start the 21, you can get into a complete 21-day fast. So let's hope in the next 2 to 3 weeks at max, you should lose about 3 to 4 kilos. And once we do the 21-day challenge, then we'll knock off 10 in that, in one go.
Right. Thank you so much.
And forget all this disease, kuch nahi hota. Do not do any of this too much allopathic tests and all. They're only designed to confuse, complicate, and scare you to visit more doctors. The best way to heal yourself is to correct your diet and ignore the name of the disease. It vanishes on its own.
Okay, so like my anti-TPO bodies have increased a lot, and my thyroxine, that is my Thyronorm, that has also been increased. So I should be taking Thyronorm or no?
No, so once we start the juicing, Jaya, right? Once we start the juicing, you will start reducing the dosage, and you will wean off gradually. You'll meet more people who've done that already. There are people in the group who've gotten rid of diabetes and blood pressure and thyroid and all kinds of ailments. Best or worst case scenario, eventually thyroid is usually seen successful in homeopathy if you need. If it doesn't work out after that, most probably it'll sort out.
Okay. Okay.
But never give up any allopathic addiction overnight. It has to wean out. So if you have a pill a day, go to half a pill and then go to half a pill alternate days, or go to one pill alternate days and gradually wean off.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very psychosomatic, no? If you are having a pill every day and one day you don't have a pill, you will psychosomatically get screwed up, saying, "Arey, dawai nahi hai,"
Mm.
and you
True.
will fall. Right? So you need to gradually let go of things.
Okay. Okay.
Not a challenge. हो जाएगा. Aarti, I saw you said you're still
Thank you so much.
You're my pleasure. We're going to meet Sunday. Aarti, yeah, so you go with what I discussed. Pith, I understand you are, so continue with that. And
Okay. Okay.
yeah, we're
And
going to start the
my
challenge.
BMI is 19.
Yeah, which is
So
fine. You're ideal.
I
You're
can
slightly,
lose more, right?
yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you can lose till you're 40 kilos. Nothing is going to happen. Yeah, relax. So clean the body,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Okay.
It's fine.
Thank you.
Clean the body. To follow the protocol. I won't remember that. So, well, I think I told you 9 days. So don't go beyond 9 days. Let the body clean up, and then make sure whenever you're empty stomach, have something in so that the pit doesn't bloat you up.
Okay.
Hopefully, in the
Okay.
next
And when you say juices after the 9 days, then the juices are with fiber?
yeah. Then you have it with fiber. Don't strain them. Right now, you strain them.
Okay. So even the ashgard, I saw one of your videos. You talked about ashgard juice as your most favorite juice.
It is very good for you. It's a very
Okay.
cool. It's very cooling ashgard. So if you're a pith, it's a ramban. You should have a lot of ashgard, khali pet, and ashgard is a very good laxative. So you have this constipation issue. So if you have 3 glasses or 2 glasses of ashgard, it will rush you to the washroom in 1 hour.
No, but it's only because of the juicing diet, not otherwise.
But when there is no input, the output, there will be trouble. No?
Okay. Okay.
Have ashgard, you
Okay.
do enemas, and what you do is follow a video which I did called PPTM, Pavan Muktasan, Pani, Tadasan, and Malasan to help you go
I
to the
saw that video too.
So do
Okay.
that
I'll do that.
PPTM with ashgard.
Okay.
So have
Okay.
Pavan Muktasan, and after you've done the Pavan Muktasan, have ashgard instead of Pani, and after having Pani ki ashgard, do Tadasan, and then do Malasan.
Okay. Okay. And for 9 days, I still do without fiber, right?
9 days ka kar lo clean so that it cleanses your body completely, and then you take a Pavan.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Cheers, Aarti. We shall catch up. Thanks, guys. Bye, Aarti. See
Thank you. Bye-bye.